the Infruition podcast, where I, Coach Freddie, your ultimate cheerleader, teaches you the skills to elevate your life and improve your overall life enjoyment and your overall life satisfaction. If you want to make a change in your life, if you feel that you are destined for more, listen on. You have hit a gold mine. Hey, my beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me again. And welcome to those joining us for the first time. I'm Coach Freddie, in case you don't know. And as always, I'm beyond excited to have you here. Today, we're diving into something incredibly close to my heart, offering your unique gifts to the world and truly spreading your love. If you've ever questioned whether what you do matters or struggled with self-doubt, this episode is for you. By the end of our time together, you'll see how your current life position already impacts the world. You'll recognize the signs pointing towards your true path and learn how to move beyond fear and excuses. Plus, I've got a free tool to help you gauge where you stand on your authenticity journey. More on that a little bit later. Let's dive in. No matter what you do for work, I can guarantee you it matters. You might be thinking, but Coach Freddie, I just work a regular job. It's not life-changing. But let's take a step back. Remember, everything is connected. For example, say you work in sales, maybe timeshare. It might not feel noble to you, but imagine this, that one sale leads to a vacation for a family who gets to reconnect. The resort they go to benefits, the staff get more tips, and maybe a child in another country can finally afford new school shoes because of your ripple effect. We rarely take the time to map out the impact we truly have. So come with me on an exercise and let's do that now. Grab a journal, or if you're driving, please don't start writing things down. Just do this mentally with us, but if possible, please do grab a journal and start writing. Write down one direct impact of your job. If I can give you an example, you might be a service advisor. So you would write, I work as a service advisor, helping customers book car repairs with less stress. That's already a great impact. But let's expand it outwards. Who else benefits? Maybe somebody's car gets fixed faster because of what you do, and they feel safer on the road. They recommend the shop you work for to others, and this leads to more business, and that can actually lead to more jobs being created, and somebody that was despondent because they couldn't find a job suddenly finds themselves employed. Do you see how this all comes together, how it's all connected? Your role, no matter what it is, creates ripples. You are already making a difference. So now let's shift gears a bit. So even if you love your job, you might still feel there's something more out there for you. Or maybe you're unsure if you are even on the right path. Here's a question for you. What keeps showing up in your life? For me, that was mindset work. Years ago, I trained as a counselor. I did my qualification as a master mindset coach, and then I stepped away from it all. But even when I stepped away, I couldn't shake this pull towards helping others in this space. That was my sign. My true calling never left me. So take a moment just to reflect. What activities makes you totally lose track of time? What do people always seek your particular advice on? What keeps tugging at you, even when you push it away? Take some time and think about those questions. Go back to them if needed. Write it down and have a look at the breadcrumbs that life is leading you towards your true path with. So, the next thing, resistance. Let's talk about that. Your mind is such a powerful tool, but it can also be a totally fearful master. Because once you recognize your calling, guess what? Your mind is going to try and stop you. It's wired that way. It's wired to keep you safe. And keeping you safe means keeping you in a comfort zone. For me, it was my brain screaming, everyone's a coach these days. You're only doing it because it looks glamorous. Like that's true. The market is flooded. You'll never stand out. Does this sound familiar? Do you have similar things? Maybe your mind's saying, I don't have the right skills. I'll fail. Or the biggest lie we tell each other or ourselves, I don't have time. So, how do we move past that? Firstly, we need to recognize the excuses as they pop up. We need to train ourselves to be aware of them and to recognize them. We then need to challenge them. Ask yourself when they pop up, is this true? And then over time, with practicing this the whole time, you replace fear with evidence. And once you've done that, so evidence would be where you contradict the fear, where you show yourself that, listen, I've already done this. So why am I so afraid of it? So once you've got that evidence, write it as affirmations or reminders and put them wherever you will see them daily, just to remind you that you can do this. I literally, as I've said before, use whiteboard markers on the inside of my car windscreen. And that keeps me in check and that keeps me on this path. Then the final step is action. A lot of us go through all the work, we get to the point where we actually know what it is that we want, but we never take action. We start dealing with the fears and then we kind of get overwhelmed and we put it on the back burner. So I want to tell you today, you don't have to quit your job tomorrow to start living your purpose. And I think that's a message a lot of coaches are giving. Just take the leap, quit your job, start this thing. I'm not like that. I'm not wired like that, and you might not be wired like that. So I'll say it again. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow to start living your purpose. What you need is commitment. You need consistent small steps to build momentum. For me, this podcast, my blog, and my coaching work are all ways I show up for my passion while still balancing life. I still have my pay job. I still go to work every day. But then I go home and I spend countless hours researching and making sure that I've got a blog and a podcast for you for every single week. So that's how I keep showing up. You can do this too. Maybe by writing or teaching somebody something or creating something new. Whatever it is, find a way to weave it into your life. And if you're serious about stepping into your authentic self, I have something really special for you. It's called my Authenticity Assessment. It's a free tool that will help you evaluate where you are in your journey and what steps to take next. The link is in my show notes. Please make sure that you download this. It's really an amazing tool and it can start an amazing conversation. So, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you are feeling inspired and ready to embrace your unique gifts. If you love this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and make sure to share it with somebody. I think a lot of people need this message. Also, connect with me on Instagram and let's continue this journey together. Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and keep sharing your love with the world. And I'll leave you with this, as always. Let your beautiful soul shine on this world. I love you. Hey guys, what an episode. I'm sure you'd agree. I'm sure you got so much value from that. And if you did, please make sure that you share it with everyone that you love. It's only by you sharing that I can grow this podcast. Also, make sure to subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. Also, go on my website, www.infruitioncoaching.com, and while you're there, subscribe to my newsletter so that I can keep you in the loop on everything that's happening on my side and all of the courses and content that I'm yet to create. Also, make sure to follow me on social media and let's continue the conversation there, because this is a conversation. It's not a one-way. And without you guys, I am nothing. You are my audience and I love you. Until next time, have a wonderful day.